What's up, everybody? This is Hillbillies here, and welcome back to episode 35 of my Minecraft Let's Play series. Not a whole lot of different stuff from last episode going on. I kind of been running around fixing little tiny things here and there, like finally added some doors. Doors that finally, with redstone too, because now they both open when you step on one pressure plate. I don't know why I didn't really bother with that too much before, but I will. Um, this portal, I'm still kind of thinking of where to put it. I'm probably going to just move it over to there somewhere, but I don't want to lose my spot too in the nether, so we'll see. I may just add some sort of piston doors even, maybe might work out pretty good. The newest thing really though is pretty much this here. This is going to the mob farm. That's to the end, that's to the storage room, and like I said, this is the mob farm. What I've done differently is I finally started to work on actually making it. I've got you see the bricks for the floor, and this is white stained clay, black stained clay, and then there's quartz stairs, and then quartz half slabs. And that's the kind of look I'm trying to go for, and hopefully make it all the way along. And I've also, I guess, sort of automated this, that now I can just, I step on that pressure plate, and minecart pops up, and I can go on my way. And I figured that's a lot easier to set up. It was, as you can see here, I'm not finished the tunnel yet because it's taken a lot of clay and a lot of time, but I've made it all the way to here. But yeah, the basic idea is I can go back every time I end up at a location. I put the minecart back in, and what it's doing is I could actually probably show you guys. Right here, you can see it just drops into a hopper, into another hopper, into another hopper, which underneath that dispenser is a dropper, so the dropper shoots it into the dispenser, and then the dispenser shoots it out onto the track. I was thinking of doing something like that from the ceiling, but it turns out dispensers will only actually spawn a minecart if it's like underneath it. So, but it works out pretty cool. I don't mind how it looks, and I very much enjoy that I can just go step on it, and I can even do it while I'm running. So I can run, it'll activate it, and then I just click the left trigger, and I'm on my way. So, but that's kind of enough of that. There's one more small thing. I'll worry about fixing this after, I guess. I think that piece of stone is down there now. So let's go up to the mob farm real quick, and I'm going to show you what I've changed with that, because I was having the problems with the explosions and all that. And I've sort of solved that problem with just like a whole bunch of obsidian, obviously. That stops any major explosions. The second thing is, this is kind of a little bit changed up now. The water flows at the back, so it'll push all the mobs to the front when I decide I want to turn it into an XP farm rather than just for all the loot that I get, which actually I've been gaining quite a bit, and I'm, where is it? Oops, see, this chest is pretty much full. This chest is full, and I'm starting to connect it to that one. I might put hoppers in between, I'm not sure yet. I would also like to, kind of change it and have a proper storage room, because there's lots of stuff and it's hard to keep up. Like even the gunpowder, I have to go and use this to make TNT so I can go get more sand. Something like that. But out here, I did what I said I was going to try to last episode. I have kind of gotten rid of all the earth around. Hopefully less creepers, I'm saying creepers. Less endermen will spawn, hopefully. I'll probably have to cover this up, but for now, I kind of like that there's a bridge. It's kind of, off on its own standing. I'm going to probably add the stone a couple layers down, because I don't like how the dirt shows there. But enough with all that. Today, as you know, if you saw last episode, I managed to finally get horses, because they fixed the problem with horses that they would despawn even when you had them, like, tied up in your area. And they would always disappear, which kind of sucked. But now they've all fixed that. They've even fixed the bug with the pistons and things not facing the right way when you want them to, and all that. So that's a pretty good thing, and I'm very glad that's all fixed. So today, because to celebrate the fact that we have horses and they are over there, I need a place to put them, and I don't want to put them in the barn. So I'm going to build a stable. This is kind of what the area that I have set up here. I just wanted to have this path here give me an idea of the width and all that. It's going to be small, nothing too fancy, just, basic stable. And on the outside, probably either side, I would like to have a track. One to test how fast the horses can go, and another to test their jumping height. And inside, it'll just be a 2-wide area. You walk by, get in your horse, and you jump over the fence and you leave. Nothing super fancy, like I said, just basic stuff. But hopefully it won't look too bad. I've made it in creative on a flat world, If you don't know, I have another world that I just, in case I can't come up with something, I try and mess around with different ideas in the creative world, or I practice redstone in there sometimes if I really can't get anything to work. So yeah, I use that world to basically just to come up with ideas and to help me build stuff and whatever else. So I find it did help, and it took a little while, but I've got a design that I think might work, and hopefully all of you guys will enjoy. I went ahead and grabbed a whole bunch of materials. I don't know if I'll need all this, but I have it just in case. So, the basic idea is, just in case you didn't know, it goes from this torch to over there, to that torch, and then down here. Which is, it's 23 long by 12 wide. And there's going to be a two wide path in the center, so I figure an easy way to do this is I would like to try and maybe build this from the ground up, or at least give myself my outline first, so I may go connect to this side or not. Maybe not. Okay. So never mind. Sorry. I'm going to set up the walls here. There's going to be pillars here like this. This is the basic design for how I want the front wall to be, and it's going to be an exact same copy like this on the other side. There's going to be kind of an arch here, and then this will just go straight up, and this border like this will continue all the way around the building, and oop, not like that. That's one problem with this I haven't gotten used to, is trying to get the wood to place it always in the in the actual spot that I'd like it to be in. I eventually get it, so. But there we go. You guys kind of have the idea. I'd like to go up like this. Let me go do that front arch too. I'll bring that up. Oh, and by the way, this is these ones are actually only 3, so it's like 3 tall, and then I will put some stairs on top of that and hopefully make it a nice design. It took a little bit to figure it out, and I didn't want to mess it up too much, but I finally found a way that once I did do it, it didn't look too bad to me, I found. So, but let me go ahead, give me a minute, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build up these walls all the way around so I can have the outline done, and then I'll show you how to build the arches and what to fill it in with. So I'll be right back in a second. Okay, so obviously nothing super fancy here, nothing too crazy. I'm just going to use these, like I said, as the borders. And here in the front section, I'm actually going to fill up this with the glass panes. And I'll give you an idea, because it's basically just going to be like the front's going to be exact copy of the back, and the sides are going to be exact copies of each other. There's no differences. Everything's symmetrical. So once I build one side, I can basically show you guys how to do the one side, and then it'll be an exact, you just copy the same thing if you want to build the rest. So here, like I said, this is just 2 by 3 for the windows, and then up here, this is where I start to put my staircases, which I actually don't even have any. I'm using spruce staircases for the roof, and are you serious? Is it going to be nighttime in a second? Alright. Give me a second, I'm going to go skip through the night so I can just go right away and keep working. Oh, also one more thing, I don't know why I forgot about this, but you see I've got Homer here. They just released a Simpsons skin pack, and that's pretty awesome. You can see he's just really hungry here. Oh, nom, nom. But yeah, oh my god, I love The Simpsons, I'm sorry, it's awesome. So the fact that they made a skin pack is pretty cool. I'm quite happy about that, and I quite enjoy getting to use them. I think there's 23 different characters. Oh yeah, it's true, I broke the button. There was a creeper that exploded over here on the bridge earlier, and it messed everything up, so that kind of sucks. But alright, give me a second, it'll be daytime. Okay, so we are finally back over here, and I'm ready to do some more stuff. The walls are going to be oak wood for here, but there are going to be windows along the side, but for now I just want to at least be able to get up here and see if I can remember how I actually made this stairs now that I have them. But I'm pretty sure the basic thing was I put one stair like this facing inwards, do the same thing on this side, and then go down onto the ground and place 2 upside down staircases. They will connect together, and there you go. Kind of got like a mini arch, and there's a way that when I put the staircases on, it turned and it actually looked pretty nice, and then you kind of have that square spot that sticks out a little bit, but it doesn't make any sense what I'm saying now, but when it's actually all finished, it will make a lot more sense. I should go ahead and just do this too while I'm at it. A little worried that I'm just going to fall through the ground too, because I know this area, some of it's caves, there's a whole bunch of spots that are just holes and things like that, so I do have to watch out a little bit. That's one thing sometimes I find too, walking around the world. I hear lots of zombies and things. It's just because like I forgot to fill in a tiny area, and they, of course, they spawn in like the one spot that I don't have lit, so have to try and go through the world and try and find all those and make the spawner go even faster. Although I have to admit, it's actually been going quite quick, and I've been very happy with it. Definitely even more stuff than I actually probably need, like I say. I don't know how I'm going to use it all, but I will eventually, I guess. Like the gunpowder, once I get enough sand, it would be amazing, but I should probably make some sort of quick transportation so that I can actually get over there quick. Oops, these are facing the wrong way. I can't believe I forgot to do this too. I'm sorry, guys. This should be the spruce wood ones as well, since, like I said, it's a mirrored image of the other side. Okay. Let's see. The thing too. Okay. So I wonder if I should finish this. If I should do both sides, and then I can show you how to calculate out the spaces, and then that'll give you the like where to place the windows and such. Of course, you can always change it if you want. You don't have to follow this exact design. I just kind of went online and I looked up all sorts of real horse stables, and I looked up stables people had done in their Minecraft worlds, and I just kind of thought of different ways that I could mix a whole bunch of them together and just come up with my own thing. So that's why I went into the creative, like I said earlier, and you know, just practice making it and see what came out the best. And this is the version that I enjoy the most and I'm happiest with, because I'm not exactly the best builder. You know, I haven't sat down and practiced tons of it. I think I'm getting a little bit better as time goes on for sure, but it is definitely one of those skills that I must improve. But little, I guess, the more you play Minecraft, the better builder you can become. And that's the whole thing, is you never know, right? You can do anything you want in Minecraft, so you can always... I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, I'm sorry. It's just, practice makes perfect, I guess, is what I should say. So let's see. I want now... I think that I did place staircases right above, if I am correct. Please place. Thank you. Yes, there we go. So this is what I mean. If I put the staircases here, you can see that it made that bend there, but it didn't get rid of the look there. So I find that that looks pretty good, and when you have the roof on it and everything, it still looks good. This is just tall enough, actually, that when you're sitting on your horse, your head pretty much goes right underneath. You don't hit it either. And I did test it, and when I jumped, at least in creative, I don't know if I should still get hurt, but there was no suffocation damage or anything like that. So that's something you definitely don't have to be concerned about, which is really nice, because you don't want to suffocate every time and take damage every time you're trying to leave the horse pen. The thing is too, I'm wondering, like, I don't mind if I left the doors open. At the same time, though, I'm thinking maybe setting up some sort of pistons, possibly, that just push it up one block or something that I can use to stop mobs from coming in, and then every time you go to step on it from the outside, whatever, it opens. So I'm thinking I could probably do something like that, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But yeah, you can see the front there and there, that's all good. What I have too is I'm going to leave a 2-gap space on both sides at each end for room to place chests, basically. So you can just walk up and there'll be a chest there with saddles, or possibly, you know, golden carrots to breed them with, or there's some... oh yeah, I can get horse armor too is a thing now, so I can use all that. That would be pretty cool. I think I have collected a little bit from the nether world? Yeah, from the nether I got a whole bunch of, like, there's tons of saddles and things in there, because I haven't found any other dungeons yet, and I'm pretty sure that any of the dungeons that are in my world are older dungeons that don't actually spawn those things unless they've added them to spawn to old ones, which would be great, and then any ones I will discover hopefully should have them, but I'm not 100% sure, so we'll see. That's something for the future whenever I can actually go mining a bunch more. Like, I did mine the other day a little bit, and I managed to get 33 diamonds, which I made like a couple more picks with and stuff, just to keep myself safe. I got a whole bunch of iron. Obviously, I'm not actually wearing any of this stuff. I'm not too worried at the moment. I've also increased the difficulty, finally. I went up to normal. I was always playing on easy just because, like, I don't know. I find Minecraft more fun for building. I really have no interest so much in killing mobs and stuff. Like, I'd rather just build and create and things like that. I don't see the point in having that extra challenge, I guess, of having mobs in it. It's just not for me. But let's see. Now I can set up where... Oh my god, it's grass. I shouldn't have gone around with this bone meal. It's so annoying, I find. Okay. There we go. Alright, do I have any... Yes, I do. I have lots and lots of fences on me. So, the idea was... let's see. 2 space, and hopefully I didn't just screw this up for myself. But it's going to be basically just... There's going to be a 1 block space, and then there's space between the fences where I'll put another rack fence so that I think the horses can't get through that. We'll find out, I guess. And then the same thing on this side, so there's going to be... It's going to be 3 wide, the whole pen. Oops. Did I just do that wrong? I just did that wrong. Wow. Okay. Sorry. It's gonna be it's gonna be 3 wide, so it's gonna look like that, not like this. Ignore that. And I'm gonna do a whole bunch of these all along to the other end. So actually, if you give me a second, I'm gonna go ahead and put up all the fences so then you can kind of see where they're gonna be placed. Alright, so the stables seem... I think this is pretty much it. They're all equal, and it ends perfectly. That's why the building calculations, I sat there for a while and did that, because I wanted everything to be, like I said, symmetrical, as much as I could. So, each pen, like I said, is 3 by 3, 3 by 3, all the way along. You got the 2 space to walk through. And I'm going to put the netherrack fence poles there, so the horses and no mobs or anybody can walk through it, but you still can, which is a pretty cool feature, I find. I used it, as you see, a lot on my gardens and stuff over there, and I think it works pretty good. So the idea now, when I was speaking about the windows and stuff, what I wanted to do is 3 by 3, is every single pen is going to have glass pane, just like that. It's going to be 2 by 3 behind each one of the pens. So I'm going to go ahead and place up all the windows, and then maybe I'll even add the walls in too, because all it is there's going to be a 1 block space. Here, let me do this. I might as well just put them right there to kind of give everyone an idea. That's how it's going to look when it's all finished. I'm going to go ahead. I have a whole bunch of extra glass that I can turn into panes, luckily, so maybe grab those. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be like just posts like that going up with the windows in between, so it'll be nice and bright in here. And then I'm gonna have to go ahead and put on the roof too, and make sure it's bright in there. And I'm gonna have to sleep soon. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Okay, so you know what? Let me put up the windows, put up the walls, and I'm gonna go sleep. Let it become daytime, and then I'll come back and show you the rest of the building, which is basically just putting the roof on. And I think that's about it. Except for the pen, I'll show you what I want to do for like a testing area too. I realize, because I want to have a place to at least see how good the horses are, and hopefully they will actually be pretty good. I had one that was good, and I took him out at one point, and he fell in the water. And I hate the fact that the horses, they're really slow to swim up, and it seems that I fell under and he went underneath a block, and I tried to knock the block out above him so he would swim back up, but he kept swimming underneath it, and then he just ended up drowning himself, and yeah, that was no fun. So I have to go find another one, or I'm just going to keep breeding them even, maybe, and hopefully I'll just get better and better horses as time goes on. So, but yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to shut up now, so give me a second, and I will come back when the walls and all that stuff is done, and it's not nighttime. Alrighty, everyone. The windows are up and the walls are up now, so it looks a lot better. Nice and bright in here. Daytime. It's wonderful. I hate the night. It sucks in this game. There's just so many mobs. Until at least I get more of an area lit up, and then it won't be so bad. But generally around the village and stuff, it's pretty safe. And I even got lucky earlier, because as soon as I slept and it turned into daytime, I don't know what happened. Maybe stuff lagged or whatever, but I started running and sprinting, and I looked over at my laptop at the recording, and it was like going frame by frame, so I had to stop it and wait for it to, you know, check itself, and then I had to go and look at it and make sure that it actually was recording everything that's happening. Luckily it did, so I had to, you know, I ended it and started another one, but at least it's going, and I'm happy that it's still working, because otherwise I would have had to start this whole thing over again, and that would have really, really sucked. But, yeah. I guess the things that happen, right? But yeah, I figured now that this is pretty much done. I gotta put some netherrack in between, like I said. What I'm gonna do is the roof is literally just go around the whole edge of the building and go all the way around and just connect it all together. The thing is, I think I went up 2, maybe 3 levels high with the stairs, and then I flattened the roof off like I did with the barn over there with just half slabs. So I'm going to go and do the after too, and then I have to figure out at some point how I'm going to light it all up. Like, I still don't have tons of glowstone, so I might have to be stuck with lanterns for now. Which, or sorry, not lanterns, the torches, what am I saying? But yeah, torches still suck. I don't like having the torches around the map. It depends, actually. If they're on like a wooden fence gate, something like that, and they're spaced evenly and whatever, I don't mind them so much. But if they're randomly placed, kind of like all of those ones are, it bothers the hell out of me. And just for the reason that I'm trying to make this world definitely look a lot better, and that's one of the things that I find takes away from when I'm building. Just too many torches in weird spots, and it shouldn't be there. But right now, that's just to stop more mobs from spawning, and it was when I wanted to try and get as many mobs as I could in the mob grinder, and it seems to be working pretty good, so I'm not too worried now. I'm going to have to add lights inside this building, like I say, though, because I'm not going to be able to go anywhere. Do I have any more stairs? Oh, I have to make some. Luckily, though, I brought all sorts of... well, just a huge, excessive amount of wood today. There we go. Alright. You know what, I don't think I'm going to make you guys sit here and watch this, so I'm going to skip ahead, and I'm going to put this roof on, and just kind of give you an idea, because, yeah, you don't want to sit there and watch me building a roof, so. But I'm going to show you how after the last thing, I think is just going to be setting up the... basically setting up the test track, just to show you what I figure I'd like to do, so I can figure out if a horse jumps like a 1.5 or 5. And I've seen all sorts of different results from people on the internet. I don't know what the highest jumping one is going to be, but I guess as I breed them slowly over time, I'll just... well, when I do have time, I'm going to sit there and try and get as many as I can. I hear it's a very, very hard chance that you actually will get an improvement, but who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky, maybe it'll be a little bit easier. So yeah, give me a second, I'm going to come back and I'll finish up all this, and then we can start working on the test track, and I think that'll be about it after that. Alright everyone, it's done. At least, yeah, it's pretty much done. I may add another row of stairs to the roof, but I'm not sure. I kind of don't mind. It's nice and open. It's enough, like, you can see that I can walk through, I'll get in the horse, and it's tall enough that the whole point of doing that was it would be tall enough that I could just jump over the fences and jump back in to get them in and out. Like, I didn't want to set up too much of a fancy redstone stuff thing to do it all, because I'm not, you know, perfect with that. I might be able to, maybe I could set it up to a piston and just pull down that one fence gate, or fence post. I don't know if that actually works, though. I'll have to check that, but for now, I'm happy with how this will look. It'll definitely hold all the horses, doesn't look too bad. Just pretty basic, I guess. But it didn't need to be anything super fancy, so that's what I'm happy with. Oops, forgot to get rid of this. This is definitely not part of it. There we go, that's better. So yeah, what I was thinking too, the idea that I wanted to test them now was on either side I'm going to have some sort of track. So if I can quickly, maybe I'll use some of these birchwood slabs even. So basically you'd come around the corner here or whatever, and then this is going to be fenced in quite a bit. I should still have enough to do this. I'll put one there, leave a gap of 2. Let's see. I want to put it somewhere that they can jump over it. Like jump that way, but have enough room to land as well. So if you start here and you jump onto it, let's say there. Oh, that's too close, I guess. Put it, there. They can jump over it, land here, and so this should be a good distance there. I'm just kind of guessing here for now. But the whole idea is that, like, this is, you know, any horse can obviously jump over that. So then, but can they jump over, you know, 2? And then I go up, do 3, then do another two full blocks and a half block, and so on and so forth, until I get to, I guess, I think the max usual, I think, is 5 full blocks, so there's 3. Okay, this should be 4 blocks. The 4.5, I guess. Yep, 4.5, and this should be 5. I will also label them as well. But there we go. You can, and the good thing is, I think some of the horses do only jump like half a block at a time. So this will be a good way to test exactly how high they can jump. And it'll, yeah, I'll mark them all down here, what the height is. Let me actually check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 5, and if I do get any horses that can jump higher than that, I will certainly... Well, if I can get any horses to jump higher than that, that'll be just absolutely amazing. I imagine their health won't be that great, but still, that would be something certainly quite cool. I'm not, again, sure what the Xbox Max is, and I have not done any testing in creative mode or anything like that to actually figure it out. Probably something I'll have to do, though. I wonder if I should just connect them, too. Like, maybe I'll just make this go down in the other way, so at least it looks symmetrical and doesn't look so bad that I have this giant staircase beside my building, I guess. A little different for this side. I think, like, I saw Dylan, or Refreshing Games, as you might know him, he made a test track in the Ender Trials with the same kind of thing, jump over the wall, but he had a speed test as well, which was you started in one position and you ran over a pressure plate, and then it opens all sorts of gates connected in a row, and depending on how many blocks you could run within that pressure plate, I think pressure plates activate for 1 second or whatever, so it's a perfect, 7 blocks a second or something like that, so that'll probably be something else I'll have to set up. But I don't know if I'm actually going to do that right away. I may just leave that for next episode, and I may just do the adding the other stuff later, because it's probably getting a little bit long as it is, so I'm going to end it in a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead, guys, and show you something that I've never seen before, and I was kind of curious, and it was while I was building the river, and I was going to show you last episode, and I actually forgot about it, but then I just realized again, like this episode, I'm like, oh, I had the chance to show you guys, so I'm going to go ahead, hop on a horse, and away we go towards the plains biome to try and see if any of you guys can tell me why this is happening. It's nothing super amazing. I'm making it sound like it's just like awesome, but it's not actually super awesome. So give me a second and I will be back. Alright guys, I'm finally over here near the plains biome. I'm going to turn around in a second and show you what it is. I did kind of find something funny though, is I spent a whole bunch of time making that whole river there, and expanding it, filling it up with water, and then in the same episode I end up with horses, and now that's all I ride. I don't even bother with the boat, so I guess it's just going to sit there and look good for a really long time. I may still add a boat dispenser or whatever. If you feel like just cruising along the river one day, you can, I guess. But here's the thing that I do not understand how it happened or how to recreate it, but here's a floating piece of snow. Like, literally just one piece of snow. There's no blocks underneath it. I can walk underneath it. I'm not sure how this happened. Also, I did notice it's a solid block. Like a block of snow, you can't jump through the bottom of a block of snow, which I've never been able to test just for the fact that I've never seen one float. And it looks like a creeper might have exploded, and it just took out everything except for the block, and I don't know why that didn't disappear, because let's see. Is there any really close nearby that I can do? I don't want to mess it up though, too. I don't want to get rid of it, but here's an example. If you didn't know, you get rid of just the block of earth, and the snow disappears too. And it's supposed to do that every time. So I'm not even on the trees. Let me see. Is there a tree here? Yeah. See, I broke the leaf, and the snow disappeared too. So I'm not 100% sure why this is here, why it's floating. It's cool to know that it's weird. It's a solid block, so if there's a way to recreate this, you could always use this as, I guess, a way to save. Actually, I don't think you could place those, though. I guess you couldn't, so it's just something interesting that I guess that I've never seen before, so I figured that would be something cool for you guys to see. Maybe you've seen it before. If you do know what it is and why it does this, please feel free to let me know in the comments down below. I am curious. I didn't bother to look it up. I probably should have, though, to see if anybody else is having that issue. Well, it's not a problem, I guess. It's just something cool. But, yeah. I think that's going to be it for today, guys. As you saw, the stables are all set up, so at the end of this video, I'm probably just going to go ahead, I'm going to finish up that little bit of a testing area, add those signs, things like that. Then I'll go ahead, I'm going to put all my horses inside, bring all the saddles and all the iron armor that I have, and the gold armor, and I'm going to place them in the chests, and yeah, I think that should probably do it. And then next episode, I will go ahead and show you what it looks like all finished, all the horses inside and everything. Maybe I'll even try and get a couple more horses, see if I can get one that's like really good. I'll even test them on the track a whole bunch, and I'll work on seeing what kind of good horses I can get, and see what kind of max jumping there is, or max speed that there is on the Xbox. And it doesn't look too bad over there, I find. Nice and small, doesn't need to be too huge like the barn over there. Barn's a little crazy, I guess. It's kind of one of the biggest things I built, I think, so far. And I don't get this. Cows are always wandering into that. I guess they really just want to play archery. But it's not set up right now, buddy, because it was just more pistons and things going that don't need to be when they causing more lag than I need, so. Alright, let me see. See, yeah, it works perfect, and like I said, too, you can fit your head right in between just perfect. Now, hopefully, I didn't actually test this, but there we go. It didn't take any damage jumping in. I managed to jump in. He shouldn't be able to walk out of here. Nope, I should be able to jump out, the same thing. Yep, jumps out, no problem. Doesn't take any damage in the ceiling. Might be a different story with a higher jumping horse, but we'll see. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. This is the stables. I've got my friend here. Gonna have to go get a whole bunch more. Put all the saddles in, put all the iron armor and all that good stuff in here, and then it will be 100% done. I'll show you all that in the next episode, though. So, once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. See you in the next one.